What's up, Falcons fans? So this is a new series me and my bro came up with just to give y'all some real-time analysis about the Atlanta Falcons, maybe even just Atlanta sports in general. We might cover the Atlanta Hawks as well when basketball season comes around. But right now, just in football season, we just want to talk about Atlanta Falcons. So we're both Atlanta natives. We're both former collegiate athletes. We're both crazy, Atlanta fans as well. And we just want to, give y'all some content, just on what we think, what we like, what we don't like about the season going. Just some real, true fan perspective, not just reading on Twitter, not just looking on Instagram, not just try to, listen to some stuff on YouTube or anything like that. We want to give y'all some good content. And just to start off right into it, big season on the way. We got our first loss, kind of sucks, but, we got our first loss against the Steelers recently, last week in week 1. And we lost by some field goals, So it's not the greatest thing in the world to lose by field goals, strictly by field goals, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. But just to take y'all back a little bit, to before the season, not even preseason, just before the season of us, getting Coach Raheem Morris, transitioning out that Arthur Smith phase, that era there. A lot of heartbreak, a lot of, weird scenarios, just a lot of quarterback carousel, just a really weird 3-year period of Falcons football, I would say. It was very tough on the fans. A lot of, tickets went unwanted and just wasn't the best time to be an Atlanta fan. So transition out of that phase, going into this Raheem Morris phase where, it's rejuvenated. A lot of fans are starting to come out the woodworks and putting their, Atlanta jerseys on and, trying to get, some tickets to the Falcons games and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. We got some new pieces. We got Kirk Cousins, obviously, a good, competent quarterback that can pretty much take us far, we think, as fans. We got Darnell Mooney, we got Ray McLeod. We got some new pieces on defense and Justin Simmons and Matthew Judon. So that was just, some of those key pieces that we got in free agency recently. And I think that's a good thing. I think that players want to come to Atlanta now since we have Kirk Cousins and we have Raheem Morris as a coach. I think that a lot of players are, hyped about the season. I think we actually have a good expectation now, not only from fans and the team itself, but actually from, sports podcasts, ESPN, a lot of sports analysts nationally are covering us. We're like the topic of discussion now. I don't know how that happened. I mean, that's just crazy. We're never the topic of discussion. So clearly, not only do the fans see the progression, but also other people see the progression as well, obviously. So hopefully we can kind of keep that going, keep that flowing, and win some games and make the playoffs this year. So to start, I think the expectation should be from us fans, just for the Falcons to make the playoffs. I know you got some super fans out there, some overachieving fans out there that want us to make the Super Bowl. Listen, we're Atlanta fans, not Cowboys fans. We have never won a Super Bowl. We went there twice. I know this. Recently in 2016 with Matt Ryan and Julio. But, we shouldn't expect that right now. This is a new team, new regime, a lot of new players, a lot of new faces. And this is their first time really playing with each other. So, I mean, the expectation should just be, let's just make it to the playoffs. We haven't been to the playoffs in like 7 years. That's a long time, dog. Like, think about how many people had kids 7 years ago. Like, they in elementary school now. So you got to think about it. Like, that's a long period. A lot of our players haven't even been in the league 7 years. So you just gotta think about it. Like, it's okay to take baby steps. It's all right to take baby steps. And I think that's what Raheem Morris is doing. I think he just wants to, outrun the South. He wants to win the NFC South. And then after winning the NFC South, we can get to the playoffs. We don't know what's going to happen. We could face the Rams. We could face the Lions. We could face the Packers, Eagles. Shoot, we don't know what's going to happen. All we know is that if we get to the playoffs, we give ourselves a chance to get into the Super Bowl. So that should be just step one. Just get to the playoffs. Win some games, get to the playoffs. We all know the NFC South has been kind of shaky the past few years, ever since Brady left. It's kind of been up for grabs. So I think we're the next team to really take that next step in terms of winning the NFC South. We all know the Bucs won it last year, and they shouldn't have. We kind of gave it to them. And I think winning 9 to 10 games plus should be the standard. I don't think we should lose any more games than that. 9 to 10 games gets us in the playoffs, being in the NFC South. So as we got that out the way, we'll get into week 1 a little bit, and then we'll get into week 2, what to expect. So as a week 1 analysis, pretty much, like I said, we lost by field goals. We lost 18-10 to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Lost by a field goal kicker's leg, man. It's crazy. But, we didn't play a good game. Let's be honest. Kirk didn't play a good game. The offense as a whole didn't play a good game. The defense, I ain't gonna lie, the defense played pretty decent, besides AJ getting cooked a little bit by Pickens. Defense played solid. They play solid. Not giving up a touchdown is a big plus. Going against Justin Fields, not really expectation, especially Arthur Smith, not really expectation for them to score a lot. So let's be honest, we thought as fans we was probably gonna beat them by like 10, 15, 20 maybe. So it was kind of a bad sighting seeing an L, but it is what it is. We move on, right? It's just week 1. It's not week 10 or anything like that. It's just week 1. No reason to trip. But next week, so that's just a quick analysis of week 1. Don't want to get into any more of that. That was a bad game, bad display. I don't think we're going to have another bad game like that anytime soon. So I think that the best is yet to come. It was the first game with the team, new team, so can't even trip too much. But this next game, I think, is going to be a true testament of how our season is going to go. We're going against the Eagles. They're at home, and I think that them having Saquon Barkley has created a crazy offense for them. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little nervous. Them being at home, like I said, their fans, that's their first home game. So they was playing in Brazil the first game. So that's gonna be a crazy atmosphere, crazy time. It's gonna be on primetime television on Monday night. So we gotta understand, we gotta come with our A game. But I think we will. I think that players are locked in. Looking at some interviews from the players, I think players are locked in. I think our players know that we have to show up. We have to come out with a dub, because even the next week after that, we face the Chiefs. It's not going to get easier. So we got to come out with a dub. We got to, put our foot down and at least show the NFL, show the NFC South, we're not scared. We're good. We got a lot of new faces, but we can play. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a good opportunity to show how strong our team truly is, especially being away. So that's kind of my quick analysis of it. And hopefully, we continue this series. Hopefully y'all like the content. We just want to give good, pure content to y'all. And y'all have a good week.